And now, welcome to the Great Cigar and Pipe Show, presented by Hiram Solomon Cigars, and coming to you live from the Corona Cigar Company studios.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another show. And we got a wonderful, wonderful guest tonight. He's been around a long time in this industry, and he looks young. He looks younger than Kyle, if you ask me. But he's been around a while.
My work has aged me a lot.
Well, so. Yeah, you look like 20 years older than what you are, Kyle, but that's all right. Anyway, hey, please hit the share button. And let's get our guest out there to everybody, because he has absolutely got a fantastic cigar line that I know Bob and Frank down in Florida, they are going crazy about it. And Frank is doing everything he can to smoke the last of that butt.
Just in case you wondered why I'm smoking a pipe tonight, it's not that I wanted to smoke my pipe. I needed to smoke this cigar, the white,
to the end.
So I figured I didn't have a poker. So if you look, there's a nub of West Tampa Tobacco Company's white. Forget it. The label's gone. I pulled it off, but that's Bob. That's what he had left. I put it in my pipe. And you know what they say? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Let me tell you.
I did.
That's what I did. I put it in my pipe and smoked it.
And it's delicious.
Finish.
I took a toke of it. It's really good.
Well, put it this way. When you see Bob and Frank talking like this, then you know for sure it is some
I'm still not completely
stuff.
Convinced that it's just cigar in that pipe, you know.
No. You don't ruin a pipe for anything else. Trust me. This is going to be some great stuff. I'm going to hear all about it. But again, please hit the share button. And we're going to go right to introductions. We're going to move fast here, folks, because we are so super psyched about our special guest here tonight. So I'm Ronnie Pecorini. This is Kyle Jesso.
Hey, welcome, everybody.
Down in Florida there. I guess they might be somewhere in Tampa on the beach, sitting on a lounge chair. Look at them.
Yeah. We took our lounge chair, our lounge love seat, and we brought it right in front of Corona in downtown Tampa. And because we wanted Rick to know that we wanted him to feel at home.
Yeah.
So we brought Tampa in
the audience. To the audience.
There you go.
Tampa as close as we could get.
Yeah.
You know.
We're sitting on the back of his pickup truck with the little seat.
Instead of shotgunning in the window, he's got this long cigar just hanging out in the back of his window. But anyway, there's my brother, Bob, and my cousin, the one, the only, the chooch master himself, Cousin Frank.
Hello, everybody, and this is going to be a great show.
Yeah, bring our guest out, because this will only be a 15-minute show tonight.
Well, before we do bring the guests, let's go to our sponsors, and then I know everybody's excited. I know we are, so we are really jumping the gun here, folks. Hit the share button. Frank, hit the sponsor button, and come on back.
This industry is steeped in family and tradition. You know, there's generational stuff, and I see it over and over, and yet, no, I didn't come from that. Being the outsider looking in, I got to ask all the silly questions, and people were very accepting to want to give me all the right answers. I'm very thankful for those people who kind of allowed me to come in. Now with Alec and Bradley in the business, to have our company become generational, that's pretty cool.
Welcome to GTO Dominican Cigars, a boutique cigar company that artfully blends and creates some of the finest handmade puros from the Cibao Valley in the Dominican Republic. We are fourth-generation manufacturers and growers of tobacco with over 140 years of experience, offering a variety of styles, blends, and strengths. Mild, medium plus, and full-bodied. We would truly consider it an honor for you to experience our cigars. Those who know smoke GTO.
Before you light your next cigar, be sure to check out Cigar Medics, the makers of the patent-approved humidimeter. The humidimeter is a tool designed to display the relative humidity inside your cigar. With this device, there's no more guessing. Simply insert the probes into the foot or cap of your cigar, and you can instantly know if your cigar is ready to be smoked. Buy now on cigarmedics.com and see site for other cigar accessories. With the humidimeter, you'll know when to hold them and know when to smoke them.
Years in the making, the Chief cigar was born, blended, boxed, and released to market on June 26, 2015. This cigar was developed by former fire chief, firefighter, cigar aficionado Ken Berger, and has grown into a signature firehouse cigar line. All engines respond. Including, of course, the Chief, a Nicaraguan Habano blend, Proby, a Connecticut Shade blend, All Hands, a Maduro Mexican San Andreas box press, and the brand new Fire Pole, a beautifully crafted San Andreas Habano barber pole. Join the Chief family and make us part of your humidor. R&A Treasures, out of Tampa Bay, Florida. The last of a legacy. The last of an inventory of Thomas Cristiano in a warehouse where everything is aged and well kept for all your pipe and smoking needs.
And we're back. Hello, everybody. Hit the share button. And we are going to bring in an amazing guest. The one, the only, Mr. Rick Rodriguez.
Bro, thank you.
Hey.
A lot of smoke in the air.
Oh, we're going to have a lot of smoke, that's for sure.
Hey, Rick, did you ever see somebody smoke your cigar in a pipe?
In the past, I have. Not for West Tampa, but a lot of people I've met through my journey. It's amazing how these guys go through some cigars. But I have witnessed that. And I've also, talked to a guy that was smoking my 7x70 flathead one time, and he came back. I need a new cigar. I said, "Bro, it's been only 2 hours." "Oh yeah, I'm done." "What do? You need to do it done?" "Oh, I just chew it." So he just chewed this whole cigar down. Like, oh my god!
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
good for you.
I'm sure he doesn't smile much, huh? Those teeth must look.
But it's, you know what? If you look at the tobacco, the best tobacco for chewing is cigar smoke. Cigar tobacco by far.
Wow.
By far. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And there you go.
But that's not my business. So let's smoke them. I don't
Smoke them if you got them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Frank did. Frank, he
he
didn't want to give up the white label right now.
I didn't want to
Right.
give it up. I didn't want to stop
thank
smoking it, Rick. That's how
Thank
good
you.
it was.
Thank you.
Hey,
It's like
Frank,
I went.
Frank, would you say you've been Rick rolled?
I mean, listen.
Did you want to put this in the pipe?
Before you answer that question, can you turn the lights out?
Well, folks,
Okay.
So, Rick, we have obviously, we're in 65 countries around the world. There are people who might not know who you are as far as your face and your history. But once you start telling your history in this industry, everyone's going to realize who you are. Wow. So do you mind to start from maybe the beginnings how things all got involved?
So I was recruited into this business by a gentleman that I met when I was having my only child, Sarah. And he was having his first baby. And we met in these classes of, how to be a parent in the hospital. And we were mating for, once a week for about maybe 3 months. And we kind of struck this friendship up, the wives and me and Dave Bullock. Dave Bullock is now the president of sales for Rocky Patel. But he was working with General Cigar at that time. No, at that time when we met for the first time, he was working with Nestle's. And I remember he saying to me, "Bro, what do you do for a living?" "Yeah, bro, I'm in the carpet business." "Really? That's interesting." "Do you want to sell candy bars?" Or no, it wasn't even candy bar. It was breast milk from
Breast milk.
Nestle.
Breast
Yeah,
milk.
Wow.
whatever.
Huh.
Milk for
Nestle
the
breast
children.
milk.
Maybe not breast milk.
Oh,
So that, no wonder why I like Nestle's chocolate.
Story, guys.
Wow.
I can correct it.
Wow.
I said, bro,
Whoa.
no way, because in my eyes, whatever I sold, I wanted something that my friends could take advantage of too. So it was when the flooring business. Hey, I'm looking for a new carpet, bro. Come on, I'm giving you a deal. Exactly. So when he says that to me, I was like, bro, none of my friends are going to come to my garage. If you come, I'm going to give you some breast milk. No, pass.
So you had no friends at this point.
Exactly. And I was holding on the 2 or 3 guys I had. And so he left and he moved out of Tampa. And about a year and a half later, he called me out of the blue. I said, Ricky, this is Dave. Dave who? Remember Dave? Oh, yeah. Well, you still with Nestle? No. I left. And I want to for you to come to work with. What are you doing? He says, I work for B&B beans, baked beans. Do you want to sell cans of baked beans? No, because again, come in front of my house and I'll give you some baked beans. Like there's no draw.
No.
And so no, thank
Just
you.
gas.
So much for
You'll have gas.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you. So, well, you know what? We'll touch base down the road. And about a year goes by and he calls me again. Ricky's Dave Tepu. Really? So, breast milk guy in baked bean. Yeah. What are you doing? Hey, bro, I work for General Cigar. And at that time, I was not a cigar smoker. But I knew lines. And he says, well, who's General Cigar? Well, they make Minutillo, Cohiba, Punch. I knew these lines, but as a newbie to cigars, I thought every line was their own company. I didn't know that a company could own multiple lines. I said, that's interesting. He said, Ricky, just meet me for dinner, and I'm going to explain to you what we're going to offer you. Perfect. Let's do that. And we had dinner, and he says, I want to offer this job to you. Of course, you smoke cigars, right? Because you're, oh, for sure, Dave.
And the bullshit begins.
Exactly. So after dinner, he says, let's go and walk. We're in Ybor City. The wives were with us. So let's go and, just walk, Ybor City. And so, it's a cigar shop open. And Dave looked at me and says, you think they carry General Cigar? Yeah, I know that. So, you know what? Let's go in there. I'll buy you a cigar. And I bought him a Minutillo, and I picked up myself. I'm trying to interview for this job, and I picked myself up a Fuente.
Uh-oh.
Again.
Oh, man.
You own everybody, right? You own everybody.
That's good. That's a good first impression.
It
That's a good first impression.
So I left, and my wife looked at me and was like, okay, quietly, what do you think you're going to do with that cigar, big boy? I'm going to smoke it. Really? Have you ever smoked a cigar? I said, no, but don't try to get a job. Bro, I left the cigar, and thank God I had like a cold or a sore throat before the dinner, so I was kind of coughing and clearing my throat, and he assumed, because I was choking to death in the cigar, that cold is catching up with you. I bro. What? I love the cigar, but it has never happened to me. He called me, and the next day it says, "What do you want to offer you a deal?" And for some reason, bro, I accepted. And so, because I wanted to get out of the foreign industry so bad, because I was making a lot of money at the time, but I just hated what I was doing. And I just, you know what, Dave, let's do this. And we did it. And I started in Tampa. I was a rep. I started in 2000, and I was a rep in Tampa, Orlando, Daytona, Jacksonville, and the Panhandle. And at that time, we had 32 reps, and my territory was number 27 out of 32 reps. And so we went to work, and bro, I learned along the way. Many shop owners, I don't know why, they helped me. I remember one of the hardest accounts I've ever called on. They were saying, okay, number one stop you need to do, you need to go and meet this guy, because this guy is just a bull in the china shop, and you need to correct some things for us. Like, what? And so I went to see this guy, Sonny, and he was an old Italian guy in Ybor City. And I said, Sonny, I had a suit on, I had a briefcase, a couple of cigars. I said, Sonny, I'm your new rep for Jello Cigar. Really? Do you know how many products I buy from Jello Cigar? Well, no, Sonny. I'm here to just introduce myself, not know your fucking business. And
did you really say that? Because if you
yes,
did,
I did.
Then you spoke Sonny's language exactly.
I'm here to learn about your business.
Right.
If you're asking me that question, okay. Well, I would. The next call you go to, maybe figure out what they're buying from you and how much. It'll help you all the way. Okay, I'm going to write that down, Sonny. Research the next account. And he said, one more question. What are you doing here? Oh, I think I'm here to sell you cigars. Perfect. That's exactly your job. So what's your number one line that Jello Cigars sells? Oh, I know that. That's got to be Macanillo. You're right. What's my number one item I'm selling for Jello Cigars? Macanillo. Yes, you're right again. So one more question before we do business. How many cigars are in a box of Macanillo?
Ooh. Which
bro, that's Monday quarterback shit. When you're standing there and that guy asked you just went blank. Sonny, I have no clue. 10, 12? He says, no, 25. All you do is turn your box upside down and you'll see how many cigars. I would recommend you learning your business before you make your second call. We're done. Adios.
Wow.
And I left.
What a lesson that was.
Wow. I thought I was a great rep walking in. When I left that shop, like, oh my God. And so, but he turned out to be one of my favorite guys to call on, and he helped my career by me being my number 3 account in the state of Florida.
Good.
He supported me that much. But yeah, so that's kind of history. So I was a rep for about 4.5 years, and Mr. Coleman approached me one day and said, Ricky, we need some help. A lot of our blenders are retiring, like Benji Menendez is going to retire in about 5 years. Ernesto Perez Carrillo from La Gloria are selling to us, and he's going to have a contract for only 3 years. After that, we're going to kind of be virtually without a blender responsible for lines, and we selected you. And I'm looking around like,
you're talking to me.
Less than 48 months ago, I didn't know how many cigars you're having in a box, and now you want me to make cigars for you? You got to be kidding me. And he said, no, don't worry about it, because we have seen you tell our stories. We have seen you go from number 27 to number 1. So when I left the territory, in less than 3 years, I was the number 1 rep in the U.S. And it was through hard work, through just partnerships with these guys, the shop owners believe in me and grow with it. And he says, bro, you're going to be fine. We need to train you. We need to, help you understand what we're going to do. And we're going to do that. And that process took about 7 years. So I trained in the factories for 2 years, 1 year in the DR and 1 year in Honduras. And after that, I rode with Benji Menendez to learn the craft of making cigars, because what the factories taught me is how we receive tobacco from the farms and all the process that tobacco goes through for fermentation, aging, selecting, rolling, banding, boxing, shipping. And they never once talked about blending. And Mr. Coleman, no, but don't worry about that, because we're going to put you with Benji, the owner and blender for H. Hutman and Monte Cruz in Cuba. And so I think he's going to be able to teach you, with your knowledge of knowing tobacco, how to blend those tobaccos together. And that started. And so after that, Ernesto left us 6 months later, and I started to blend when I was done with training, blending for La Gloria. And I was with La Gloria for about maybe close to 20 months. And then General Cigar bought CAO, the blender responsible for that that company, retired, and that left a gap. And so, you know, we thought that La Gloria was safe in Michael Giannini's hands and Yoda, the general manager. And so we're going to take you from La Gloria and put you with CAO. And I fought against it because La Gloria was doing this and CAO was doing this. That's the reason they sold to General Cigar. And so I said, no, I'm happy. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your little heart. You think we're asking you? Oh, look at you. Go to Nicaragua and do your job. But and we started. And they gave us 3 years to correct this. And 3 years. Wow. And we started. And we launched
that around.
OSA. Well, we did. It was a beautiful story that I was a part of, because it wasn't me. It was everybody, from marketing to ownership to tobaccos to roller. Every but when we launched with OSA. Okay, it was okay. There's a new sheriff in town, but there are a lot of people still pissed off about the sale. And so, bro, why are you blaming us? They sold to us. We didn't steal the company. They sold to us. If you have a problem with this, you know, you need to talk to the old owners. Well, you're going to destroy this family business. You know, General Cigars, you're going to just take it and crumble it up. And I'm like, bro, if that happens, my job is over.
Right.
So no, I'm going to fight. And I remember OSA was okay. And then I got too smart for my britches. And I said, you know what? The next project, I'm going to bridge together the old and the new. So the old one was, where were they based? In Nashville. CEO was from Nashville. And when I think of Nashville, I thought of music. So we did this line called Concert. And it was off the market in record-breaking time for General Cigar, and less than 18 months. It was, completely gone. Wow. I mean, we started to buy back the product because it was not working.
Wasn't selling.
Well, because not the blend, it's because the packaging. The packaging was wrong. It didn't fit whatever reason. The guy, I don't even want to try the cigar, because the package is so wrong. So, bro, now, year 3, we're shaking. Because, as I said, hey, if you don't correct this, it's still going this way. If you don't correct it, we may sell CAO to a catalog guy for their house brand. And they control everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so if that happens, I just go back to La Gloria, right? No, bless your heart again.
No.
No, you go away. You go away. Oh my God.
It's called sink or swim.
And then the third year at the trade show, we introduced Flathead.
Flathead.
Nice.
Fantastic line.
Boom. Fantastic. It was a new chef in town. Oh my God. What is this? Highest rating cigar that General Cigar ever received. A 95 rating cigar. Cigar of the year, number 3 highest rate. I'm dealing with and overtaking Mr. Coleman in Macanudo, overtaking, Frank Anesta, Punch, Hoya, Excalibur, Perez Carrillo, La Gloria. Never received a 95 with General Cigar. And I shattered that. And it was from there, bro, it was just on, and we just followed that up the next year with what? Amazon Basic. Another what the fuck? Yeah. So, and that's it.
You keep raising the pole on yourself, though. I mean,
yeah, that bar, you kept bringing it up.
Yeah, no, man.
Wow.
So
I know the CAO lines were.
The concert line took a dive and then it went out.
Oh, repackage it, you know?
Bro, we thought about that because we knew for sure, because I was hearing it really loudly when I was doing events, and they're saying, bro, we're here to buy the old, CL product like Brasilia, America. We'll buy maybe some of your, your OSA, but we're not touching that. Why? Yeah, I don't know. I said, bro, do me a favor. I'm working on a new blend. Smoke this cigar, and they smoke. Now this one I can get behind, and I never told anybody to embarrass. Bro, I just took the band off the concert and gave it to you.
There you go.
Right.
Wow.
And it just shows you how much
packaging.
Benji always said, everybody buys by eye, memory, and then taste.
And then taste. That's
Know
true.
that.
They look at it's just like it's just like wine, Rick, too. People look at wine, they look at the labeling, how it's presented, the shape of the bottle. There's people exactly.
Or the company that you trust. Or the company you trust. Oh, I love CL back there. So anything new, of course I'm going to give you an opportunity. And so, trust is every. So, but I learned a lot from that, and we just go. And then kind of catching up for West Tampa in 2000, like everybody, what do we have? Time on our hands. And I'm sitting in my garage and say, what am I doing? I'm kind of near my end of my career. And I said to my wife, I think I want to get off the road. I'm not going to just retire. And she says, well, you know what? What are you going to do? You're too young because you love people. You love that interaction. You can't do this. And the shutdown taught me, without a kind of a hobby, you get old very quickly. You just, go to your couch, start to watch TV. All of a sudden it's 4 o'clock. Eat some, really every day. So no, I'm not ready to retire.
Good.
Yeah.
Right. One of my dear friends that were working with GTO Cigar, he was the VP of marketing. We always stayed in touch. He was let go about maybe 4 or 5 years ago when the merge of SCG and GTO Cigar happened. Some of the upper manager got kind of shoved out, but we always stayed in touch, and he always called me on January the 2nd. Hey, bro, just checking in. What are you doing? How's CEO doing? Great. I think I'm going to retire next year in 2021. Really? What are you going to do? I don't know. And then my daughter happened to call me the 2 or 3 days later. Dad, she's been traveling the world. So she graduated college and went away, and she's been traveling the world for the last 8 to 9 years. And she says, bro, I'm done. I want to come home. I want to work with you. I said, what do you mean you want to work with me? I want to get in the cigar business. Well, GTO Cigar is not going to hire you to make me happy. So if you want to work with me, I need to quit and do something. Well, just do that. Well, it's not that. Just quit. And so I called Gus back and said, Gus, Sarah wanted to be involved with me. And so what do you think? I said, well, what do you think? I said, bro, let's open a shop. Let's open a shop in Tampa, and that I can still stay active in the cigar business, but without the travel. Let's do that. And he did this beautiful business plan. We got some money. We can do this. We're ready to sign. And he called me out of the blue and said, bro, I'm out. I said, what do you mean out? I said, bro, I live in Richmond. You're in Tampa. The shop is going to be in Tampa. If I stay in Richmond, all I want to do is collect money and watch you, Susan, and Sarah work that shop. And it's going to divide our partnership, and it's going to hurt our friendship. So I'm out. So what I will do is I will do everything for you to set it up for you and Sarah, and then I just bow out. And I said, bro, I can't do it without you. I need your business mind. I know cigars, I know tobacco, I know stories, but I know business. And he said, well, have you ever thought of your own line? No. Why would I do? Because with General Cigar, I had access to anything I wanted to do. Tobacco for around the world. Why would I leave? So I've never ever thought for a second I'm going to leave General Cigar and do my own thing. I said, that's interesting, Gus. What do you think? I said, bro, I think we could do this. Let me put the plan together and see if it works out. So, and it did. And we formed, and I left General Cigar on April of last year. Started West Tampa May the 1st of this last year.
22.
And there's a happy family picture right there.
Those are my angels, bro. No.
There you go. I mean, look at how happy you two look. Just how close how close has this changing of your life made your family? I mean, think about it. I mean, wow, to do something and have your daughter be part of it is really special, Rick. It's not
very
something
cool.
that, and having your wife backing and support. Wow. These are things that dreams are made of, really. And you were able to make that happen in a way that is not easy. So kudos to you.
Thank you, because it isn't easy, because we had to learn to work together and not be daughter and dad together all the time. And so there is a separation that we needed to cover, and we're not fully there yet. And there's still times that I want to interject and say, well, as a father, don't do that. Whoa, we're talking about business. So don't worry about that. So that was the only thing. But she's been training. She went to the factory. She was going to train for 3 months. So she's going to head home on maybe the 15th of April. She was done training, because she's going to be the spokesperson of West Tampa. I am going to get on the road and not do 200 events a year like I used to, and maybe handpick 30 to 50 events. But we know the power of the storytelling, so she's going to do that. And we also thought, so what are you going to talk about if you don't go to the factory and live this? You're just repeating my words, and that's not going to make you happy, and the audience not going to be happy, because you're just reading a script. So let's do this and train you so you can say, bro, I've lived it, I smelled it, I breathed it, I worked with it, and I know exactly what we're talking about. Different than my father's stories. These are my stories. This is my relationship to tobacco, not my father's relationship. I'm just repeating.
She's building her legacy. That's basically what it is. And good that you put that way to her, for her to understand, not to say ride your coattails, but she's got her own history book to write, and
become personal.
Right now she's at the right place at the right time, with women getting more and more involved with cigars. She is already ahead of her time. So down the road, from what you can see, she could actually become what they call the queen of cigars, just like Karen Berger is. Cinta Fuente. She is making her path that way, Rick. And God, I can imagine how proud you are of her, of doing this. And
I think a combination for the family. I think I'm proud of her and my wife. I think they're proud of me. So when you have that circle completed and everybody knows their path, everybody knows their responsibility, everybody can depend on each other, because we're doing virtually the same thing. It is a dream come true. Something that, again, in 19, never imagined that would happen, because Sarah is a strong individual. She's a powerful young lady that traveled the world by herself. Doesn't take shit from anybody. So she needed to approach me, because if I approached Sarah, say, hey, I'm thinking about retiring,
wouldn't be the same.
Oh, that's your dream. That's not my dream.
Right.
And so now for her to come, I want to do. Okay, that taught me a lot. So yeah.
Well, she's really, when you think about it, you said she's a strong woman. She's going to be powerful in a man's industry. And the old school guys, they're going to learn and respect her for everything that she's done when she's learned from the ground up, everything from the factory, from everything that has to be involved in it. And obviously she certainly has, it seems like, the brains to really take this to a whole nother level.
We have a quick question from our good friend Chris. He wants to know, what did the missus say when your daughter said she wanted to work in cigars with you?
I think she was so happy because she knew that what they're going to do for me and Sarah. Again, I'm so blessed to have this wife that has allowed me to have this journey with her. We've been married for 37 years, and the gentleman that's sitting in front of you today is not the dude she met and married 37 years ago. It has been a lot of this and a lot of this.
Oh yeah, well that's a role. That's a marriage.
Yeah.
That's a role.
That's marriage.
Always been there.
Now, talking about marriage, let's go back because your family's history in cigars is kind of unique. So your grandparents back in the 50s demitted from Havana to come to the U.S. Talk about that journey and that venture that they went on.
Yeah, because in 1952 was the first year that Tampa outproduced Cuba making Cuban cigars. They had more factories in Tampa or Ybor, and they had more rollers than Cuba did. And so my grandfather and grandmother were rollers and master rollers, and my grandfather was laid off because the demand for Cuban cigars from Cuba was going down because the market at that time was the U.S. And the U.S. like, why are we going to go to Cuba when we're going to go to Tampa and get the cigars? And so that hurt that industry. So they said, you know what, let's move to Tampa. Left my father and all that behind, and then moved to Tampa, and then started. And he went to Ybor City, and my grandfather walked into a factory, said, you know what, I'm here to get a job. I think my grandmother didn't apply, but he wanted to work in the Ybor, and he overheard somebody talking Italian, and he looked at the general manager. Hey, I'm sorry, but what is this language? Italian? Oh, we have some Italians here. We have some Germans here too, because they came after the World War I to get jobs, and Tampa was just cigars. And so, oh, really? Left the factory. Went to my grandmother, said, I will never work in a fucking factory that has Italians and Germans working in it. You can't say that today. You can't say that. 1952, you can say that. What are you going to do?
We're closing the show now.
Exactly. So what are you going to do? So what are you going to do?
Wow.
He found out that there was a little area in Tampa that was coming about and growing and manufacturing. I'll call it West Tampa, but they only hire ex-Cubans. So he went to the factory, and everybody was from Cuba. He felt at home. This is my factory, and I was born and raised in West Tampa. That's the reason we named the company West Tampa, because it was kind of the circle of my life. Starting with now, my daughter knows how to roll cigars like her great grandparents did. I can't roll a cigar, but she can talk about that, and I can talk about my side, and that match in heaven, that two sides of that coin makes a great one coin, and so that's the reason. And we knew the value of Tampa because when I was traveling the world, from Europe to Asia, China. Where are you from? Florida. Okay. We're in Florida, Tampa. They had no concept where Tampa in Florida was, but they all respond back, cigar capital of the world. Yep. And so Tampa has this image built into it. So we were always amazed, or now amazed, that nobody really sees the opportunity to bring back Tampa. And so Fuente and the Jason Newman found out that was great. That was great.
That was a nugget. Great. That was a golden nugget, literally, because we did visit the factory at JC Newman, and it's an amazing place because it
Great
has
place.
such rich
Wow.
history, and you can really get a sense of that old world, how people did this, and they did it for so many years in Tampa. It was the center of cigar
for sure.
in the United States and the world. I mean, it was the centerpiece.
Absolutely.
Millions of cigars were produced in Tampa.
Look
Uh,
about
It's
cigars.
sad it's
Just lit up
gone.
one
But,
of your
yeah.
cigars.
well,
So
speaking
you're
of
smoking
West Tampa,
the red. Okay.
the red.
So let's talk about that because you're now pissing off everybody out there that you're because everybody is calling me. Can I just get a sample? I said, no, I don't have any samples. Really, liar.
Well, we started to show off right away, knowing that he's a bullshit artist. So he's going right now. You know, by the way, your good buddy Mr. Bush is online too. So I hope he had a chance to smell it either.
No, he has. I think
too
he's
bad.
in Arkansas today.
Yes,
so,
yes.
You know, but for red, we knew that we one of the foundation of white and black, and we knew that we're going to launch that white. Let's go back to why red and black started. So if you look at white, the development of that blend is more towards me leaning to my fan base in Europe and Asia, Cubanesque. It's a enjoyable cigar. It kind of this is not the style that the Americans have spoken. This is more elegant, more bro. I can smoke this cigar virtually any time of the day. After dinner, still some flavor to it. But we knew that my fan base in America loved my flathead, the bones, the sessions, the dark wrappers. So let's launch it together. And so what we're surprised at today is if you look at our sales both in Europe and Asia versus America, we thought there was going to be a separation. White would take off in Europe and the black would take off in America. And it's neck and neck. I think in Europe is 47% white. Black, and 53% is white. And in America, it's about 58 to whatever that number is. So it's amazing to us that they're both finding a helm, both in Asia and in Europe and here in the U.S.
Oh, that's awesome. That is
we
awesome.
smoked the white one earlier.
Yes.
And
the white
it was
one was
absolutely delicious.
Yes.
It really was fantastic.
But I tell you this, after
very different.
This is a completely different cigar.
For sure.
And I am the red one. I am actually enjoying more than the white. I really am.
I can see that.
There's nuances.
But yeah,
in
it's a different
totally
flavor, different profile. It is, but the what is in the red is grabbing my taste buds and my palate more than I was getting with the white. And I'm actually because it really is making my mouth salivate. Like when I'm smoking it, it is really bringing out the salivary glands and making it just it's a delicious.
The white did that for me, and this is doing the same thing.
Yeah, I think the beauty of it, Rick. I think the beauty is in your blending style because the nuances are very, very subtle. So as you smoke the cigar, you're getting very different nuances throughout and enjoyment throughout the cigar. It's like your journey. You know, that cigar is telling a story from the first third down. And with red, what was your goal when you were blending red?
To give the fan base a little more complex cigar, to kind of like if you look at the white to me is like elementary, and then the black would be high school, and the red would be college. And so what you learn is different, but if you could take this journey, and so we know. Every cigar is not for everybody. So we wanted to say, okay, maybe you don't enjoy the white, try the black or red. Maybe you don't enjoy the red, try the black or white. And so if you have three lines that so kind of different in style, technique, flavor wise, or kind of body wise, you have a good chance of meeting what everybody wants. And that's
right.
our game plan, because we know white is not for everybody, black is not for everybody, red is not for everybody. But I hope you discover one of the three is for you. That's it. Just try them.
We have a question from Jason Lawrence, and he wants to know, how would you compare the red to the Attic?
Very, very close. Very close. Okay, that's a great question, because what Attic was for us is again, General Cigar taught us so much about launching cigars and learning from concert the failure out of the gate for that cigar. And so what we wanted to do, we knew we wanted to use this Mexican wrapper. And so instead of putting the pressure on the shop owners, hey, we're going to introduce a new line extension already. Do you want to buy it? Bro, we just take in white and black. Can you give that some time? And so, well, yeah, but this is kind of like a three-legged table. Right now it's wobbly, so we need to at least place one more leg to make it stable. And so we knew that was our game plan. So let's do this. Let's test market through this series, and the Attic series is going to continue throughout the history of West Tampa. And so it's going to be a ability to have fun sometimes. Maybe you use crazy tobaccos, maybe a crazy size, or test a new blend to see if your fan base will. So instead of buying $2,000 worth of red, hey, bro, invest in 300 and bring out a couple boxes of Attic. And all we wanted to see is the feedback. How we know the feedback? The orders of the cigars. Right. Bro, yeah. I fucked up. I only ordered 5 boxes. I need another 20 boxes right now. So we knew right away, bro. Yes. So let's do it. And so, but that cigar is a little bit more price point. So what we want to do is, okay, can we give that flavor overall maybe 80 to 90% of the experience from Attic, and take it in a price point direction that meets white and black. So I think the question was, how much are these cigars? They're all priced the same. So there's 3 sizes of each line. So Robusto, Toro, and a 6x60, black, white, and red. And what we didn't want to do is penalize you if you enjoy one over the other. And so we're kind of price point the red. Losing, it's hard, but this is the truth. Losing some money to kind of get that back in line for the long run. Yes, maybe we're losing money at that one sale. Initially, but if you exactly, if you buy 2, 20, 30, 100 down the road, I'm making that money. So
there you go.
Believe that if we can make less money but have a long run, that's McDonald's. Yes, I only make 15 cents a burger, but I sell 1 billion burgers.
Exactly.
Yes.
Perfect.
So
what is the retail price point on these?
$8.99, $9.99, and $11.99.
Get out of here.
Wow.
That's it?
That's it?
Yep.
Well, listen, we got people. What they want to know is, how can they get your cigars?
25 boxes right away.
I love that. It's simple. Again, learning that, we're going to start slow. We wanted to open about our first year, I think, on our business plan. If we can open about 75 to 100 shops, we'll be fine with that for the first year, and maybe 2 or 3 countries for the first year. We're already 10 months later at 300 plus stores in the U.S. and 25 countries came on board. Right now. Amazing. So we just put out.
Incredible.
It is.
Almost everybody that's been listening has already what they're smoking. They're smoking your line one way or another, or something that you've been involved with. So thank you, listeners, for all the support that you're giving Rick here.
Because again,
fabulous.
we don't kid ourselves. When you want to feel the pressure that anybody's under as a manufacturer, just walk into your local humidor and realize how many great cigars are on the market. Now, you can pick a line. I don't like that, but I guarantee you, if it's in that shop, somebody loves that cigar. And
Right,
so,
exactly.
exactly. So the pressure I'm under, or in West Tampa, look around. And so, how do you stand up? I said to the, I have a great business partner in Garmendia, the little factory in Esali. And I said to Jose, I can open the door for you throughout this world one time. You need to sell the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth cigar, because they're going to take it in, because I have history with these guys. But I don't care. This is business. Ricky, I love you to death. I can't sell this cigar. This is awful. And so I said, do not fuck up, and then let's do this business. And I am so proud of what he delivers for white, black, and now red. And it's amazing. Bro, you're striking lightning in a bottle every time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, from everything. I mean, if you look at the beautiful construction of this cigar, you can just look at the ash. I mean, the ash is just marvelous. Stands there perfectly. I mean,
Great
Rick,
draw.
great draw.
I
mean, the draw.
The
band is beautiful. Everything, every part of this cigar
well done.
is
Very
well done.
Yeah.
You haven't skipped a beat. You
full of flavor.
Oh,
I mean,
it's like
excellent
to
smoke.
me, what we wanted to try to accomplish is give you old and new. It looks, know, bro. I've already heard. I've been smoking West Tampa for a long. No, bro, because it's just unbelievable that West Tampa's not been around for 30 years. No, bro, because I assumed somebody would take this name called Tampa and really run it. No, it has. So when you look at it, like, is that an old line or a new line? And it's just working for us.
Everything. I mean, from the logo. That logo is beautiful. I mean,
love it.
I might say something that you might get irritated, but the T and the W is very Tiger Woods kind of
for sure.
esque.
Yeah, for sure. And we need to, clear that with the attorneys. Because the only saving grace, I said, bro, it's not Tiger Woods.
I know.
Really, if you just research, it's my Little League emblem. That is my Little League logo. If you go to West Tampa right now, West Tampa Little League Park, you'll see that. You'll see it. They never
it's a beautiful logo. I mean, it looks fantastic. It's absolutely beautiful. So even the attention that you paid to that, and whoever the artist was that did that, again, I love the artwork. It's part of the image, right?
Amazing.
And that is truly the case here. Ron, I think
I tell you what we should do, Frank, is I think we should go to a little break here, and then when we come back on the flip side, we're gonna get deep and personal with Rick. We got some questions and stories from some of Rick's friends that want to bring the sheet out to
Bruce jumped on. He wants to hear the story.
So we're gonna take a quick little break, a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we're gonna get to know Rick
in another way,
the cigar man.
You killed him. Look at that. You killed him.
Cigar in the Bottle is 2 palate-pleasing gifts in one. A specially blended Grand Pommier XS VSOP cognac is elegantly contained in patented numbered bottles. Winner of back-to-back-to-back medals at the LA Spirits Awards, Cigar in the Bottle inventor Forbidden Johnny teams up with Vartan and Hendrik Kellner for this custom-blended Vartan Reserva cigar, well-preserved in a hand-blown glass chamber featuring Bovita two-way humidification.
At Norwood Royal Cigars, we have the biggest walk-in humidor in the Midwest. Our 1,500 square foot humidor is home to almost 4,000 different cigars that will meet the need of any cigar enthusiast. We have boutique blends to the more traditional selections and everything in between. From the novice beginner to the aficionado, The knowledgeable staff at NRC will find the perfect cigar for you. Located on the northwest side of Chicago, we want to be your shop for all your cigar wants and needs. As always, at Norwood Royal Cigars, light it, smoke it, love it.
Experience the magic of Rockefeller Cigars today. With 11 years steeped in tradition, passion, and mystery of the leaf, Rockefeller has a cigar just for you. Be like the greatest magicians and make Rockefeller Cigars appear in your lineup with any of our 4 lines. The Nicaraguan, the Dominican Blue, the Vintage Gold, and our new LE, the Art of Magic.
Over the Rhine Premium Cigars is located in the heart of Cincinnati, 50 yards south of historic Findlay Market. We offer both known brands and the finest boutique cigars available. Feel free to bring your favorite beverage and relax in Dude Daycare, where dudes of all genders are welcome. We look forward to serving you at Over the Rhine Premium Cigars. And we are a proud member of the Boutique Cigar Association.
All begins at the very first climate-controlled Rodriguez Olivan cigar factory located in the Dominican Republic. Our 2 major brands include Don Olivan, which are boutique cigars suited for that individual who takes great pride in something unique. BAMF is our armed forces cigars designed for that badass mother effer. Not only are you smoking a great premium cigar, a percentage of the proceeds is donated to our heroic men and women in uniform.
And we're back,
And
folks.
we're back.
Oh,
We're
boy.
having a really intense discussion about this cigar. And, yeah, we really like it. I like it a lot.
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
People
Thank you,
are
bro.
asking if their local mortar, it doesn't, brick and mortar doesn't have it. How can they order it? Is there your own? Can they directly through
No,
you, or do you have a broker?
No, we have, we're online. We have the Fuente, Jason Newman carries it online. I think that site is called L&M. I think L&M. And then Best Cigar Prices has them. But if you want to, go to our website, West Tampa Tobacco, and then you can just scroll to the locator, and you'll see everybody that we're selling to right now, currently in the U.S. and also in Europe. You can see if you take a trip to Europe.
Good.
Awesome.
Good. All right.
Awesome.
Well, I guess the big question was actually from last week from one of your neighbors, your good friend who's on and has been dying to hear the answer. Mr. Bruce Bush of Karen Berger Cigars. He told us that we have to ask you about the time that we want to hear your words, though, that he saved your life.
Your life. Yeah,
Now, he had one version. I believe you will tell us the real version.
So I was stepping off a curb, and he yanked me back up. And what the fuck? And he says, well, I think there was a car coming. You thought there was a car coming? And so for that reason, he has told the story that I saved Ricky's life. Like, how? How? There was a car in sight. Well, I thought I saw something in my side. Really? No.
I think he was eating an Oreo cookie there.
Oh, yeah.
He might have had one of those lace cookies that he was talking about.
Maybe we should give some of that breast milk. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, he did. He really did save my life because back in the day, we were getting together and but everybody called me before they came over. We just texted, bro, the garage is open tonight. But this time, Bruce just showed up. And I'm eating dinner, and I hear a knock on the door, and I looked at my wife, and she said, you didn't shut the garage door? No. So
anybody will walk in.
Of course,
So-
Bruce would show up for dinner. Of course.
So she says, "Well, you need to answer the door because one of your raccoons are in there in the fucking garage." So I open the door and Bruce says, "You want to smoke a cigar?" I was like, "Bro, I'm eating dinner." And now bro, if you know me, the minute I put food in my mouth, the chance of me doing anything after that is slim to none.
I
can
you.
drink
That's
all
me.
day long. The minute I eat a chip, I'm done. Go home. And so I looked at him, bro, I'm just sitting down for dinner. Just come out and wait and just finish your dinner. Have a cigar. I said, bro, it's 8:30. You got to be. So I went back to the table and I said, she said, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Big? What are you doing?" We go outside, man up. We go outside and smoke a cigar. But I stood up and I was having a sandwich, and I took a bite of this pork sandwich, and all of a sudden, I looked at my wife and said, I can't breathe. I'm fucking choking. And she screamed. And so she ran outside because she knew Bruce. And I said, "Bruce, come here. Something's happened to Ricky." And Bruce, we just got a dog. The dog was maybe 6 months old, but a big dog. And Bruce said, "I thought your dog was attacking you." And so my car was in the garage. And if you know Bruce, he's not that fast on his feet cat.
No.
He's a big man. He's a big man, a weightlifter, but he's a big man. Bro, I believe him. He says, I leaped over because I knew how tight in the car was. You had to walk around to get the door the other side. But he leaped over the hood of the
Superman.
car. And all of a sudden, he saw me walking out. Bro, I was about to take my last breath. And I was just going to see white lights. And Bruce spinning around. Boom, boom. I spit up this fucking chunk of pork sandwich. And I looked at him. And I looked at that again and says, "Okay, I'll be right out." And he came out.
That was the only way he could get you to come back out.
Wow.
Right. So now we're in the garage. We lit a cigar and we're not talking. And we're like, what just happened? And Bruce says to me, "I need to go home." Why? He says, "Bro, did I just save your life?" Yeah, don't make a big deal of it. Yeah, it happens all the time. What the fuck? He says, "I'm so in shock. I don't know what bro, I'm just gonna go home." I said, "I kind of want to go to bed myself. I just thank my luck of stars I'm still alive. I'll see you tomorrow." Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, so it is a true fact that.
Wow, so you almost did a Mama Cat.
Yeah,
bro. I was done. I was gone. I know I was done.
Wow.
Thank God Bruce had some Heimlich training from
Yeah.
school. Being a teacher, he had to
Exactly.
know all of that kind of. He had to be able to be, quick on his feet, so to speak.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
nobody ever showed up before that happened unannounced. Nobody. Bruce
meant to
never
be.
So
showed
that
up.
was fate.
And
That was fate.
bro.
Yeah.
I believe it 100%. And nobody ever came after that. So the next time I saw Bruce, he texted me, "Cigar." That's the only thing we say to each other, "Cigar," and he comes down. That was the only time. I don't know why he came out down. I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah, but without him, there's no
Meant to
fucking
happen,
West
really.
Tampa. There's no West Tampa.
No, that's
There
right.
you go.
There's no West Tampa.
Wow.
So,
And we have another one of your good friends on. Just chimed in. It's Luciano.
Oh yeah, right here.
And
Very
we've got
good
some
friend of
other
ours.
Yeah.
We definitely a wonderful guy for sure.
Yes.
And
You
look
know,
at those
yeah.
beautiful
And it looks
pictures.
like
Look
you
at
guys
that.
enjoy plenty cigars. And whose
Yeah,
line
there
was
was
that?
some samples I was showing him, and he said, "Next one, next one, next one. We can do better than that." Okay. Really, really, bro. All right. So, a brother
What,
of the
it's
release.
not a
Matter of
ham
fact,
sandwich on the other table?
yeah. Matter of fact, my daughter is staying in his house. That's how beautiful of a man he is. He opened
Oh,
his,
wow.
his
Nice.
house for my daughter for 3 months, and
Wow.
so she's been loving his, his kids, and his wife is a beautiful. I mean, his family's beautiful. So
Fantastic
it's amazing,
family.
bro. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yep.
All these people that is in the cigar business. There is not a lot of assholes. Maybe you don't agree the way they are or the style
Right.
of doing business, but are they assholes? Would they hurt you? No. This is filled with loving, caring, sharing families, and this to be a part of this is amazing for us. And I want to be that for somebody else in West Tampa, and Sarah and Gus wants to be that for somebody else. If we can help anybody, our door is always open for anybody that needs our help.
Hold on,
Now,
we
wait,
got
You don't mind
another.
if I pop in tomorrow, right?
We got another. We got another hard hitting question for you. When Bruce Heimlicked you, did the dog eat the sandwich? Or
No, he did. No. Oh, for sure.
Was it
looked at me like, thanks, Dad.
was that a real Cubano? I mean, I figured it had to be a Cubano sandwich.
One fucking bite, all that was gone. Yeah, for sure. I think it was a dog. It may be Bruce. I don't know. I was so fucking shocked. I don't know. I didn't like that.
Bruce might have finished your sandwich.
Like I said, Bruce is a big guy.
Kevin Penny says, you guys need to do a project together. It'd be interesting to call the cigar the Heimlich. Just
and a little bit of something on the tip of your cigar. What is that? What is that? Flavoring.
Well, you would be teaming up with one of the best in the industry. Luciano certainly knows how to put together one cigar after another. He just hits grand slams all the time. And he hasn't missed yet, not one bad cigar. And not because he's our friend, but it's, we'll tell you as a friend, we should say, hey, this one wasn't too good. No, he has not put a bad cigar out. And, between the two of you guys, the future of this industry is amazing because you both put out amazing lines of cigar for all of us to enjoy. And you know what?
It's nice to know that there's a big future that's going to carry on the tradition.
Yes.
I mean, you guys will be it. You will be it.
Long after we're gone, because Bob and
I'll be here for another 100 years.
Bob's been born in 1492. I mean, come on, give him a break.
As old as Columbus.
Me and Keith Richards, we're going to just keep going.
Oh, but we're Italians. I don't know about that,
Now, I'm married an Italian.
Well, you really are a smart guy. Let me tell you. You're a smart man.
But I make better sauces than she does, or gravy, whatever you want to call it.
Wow.
You want me to? I'll call her out. I'll call her out right now.
I bet she's going to say, show me what you got, tough guy.
Like Sarah, they will
go
respond
inside.
to me.
Now, Rick, you're a big, a lot of people don't know this. Maybe they do, but you're a big sports fan. You're a guy who's a big sports fan. Now, I've got this image up here, and it shows you doing a couple of
my pitching days. Your
pitching days. Now, wait a minute. Where did you pitch?
You really pitched for the Indians?
No, really? Somebody superimposed my face on that. And Because I did an interview with a local newspaper, and the angle that they kind of went with was young kid from West Tampa Little League made it to the big times. And my friend's like, really? I know the history of you playing baseball for 1 year. 1 year.
And you're a lefty, aren't you? You get those guys as a righty.
Yeah, but we do support the Bucks and the Lightning, and what we've been living through for the last 4 or 5 years. We know it doesn't happen often. For every team that you have professionally in your city is winning Stanley Cups, going to the World Series, winning Super Bowls like this.
It's crazy.
It was because now we have to pay the piper, and everything is falling off. So the Bucks are going to suck. The Lightning is struggling. The Rays are okay.
It's all going to go back to New York. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Anyway, Rick, we're going to hold on. We're going to go to our sponsor break. And when we come back, we're going to do our segment called Smoke the Chooch.
Now, Rick,
Frank,
just in case you don't know exactly what that is.
Well, he's married to an Italian.
He's married to an Italian.
He should know.
He calls him a chooch.
He probably does. Probably does. But just as an intro, so when we come back, this person is going to make their entrance.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Am I leaving? Oh, bro, my computer is going to die. Oh, I gotta go. That's a sorry.
A real chooch move on that one. we come right back, folks. Hit the share button. Let's get this out of the way. Frank, go for it.
Howard G Cigars is a dynamic new cigar brand grown from a love for cigar culture and a respect for the artisanship behind the craft. We are a minority-owned family business based in Orlando, Florida. Our current collection delivers 3 exclusive lines: Black Moses, Magic Stick, All Pro Series, featuring Leon Searcy's signature cigar and Ike Taylor's one-of-a-kind.
You got the one-of-a-kind rankings. They got me at 89. I'm cool with that.
We are focused on evolving as a dynamic brand and bringing you new flavor-filled blends that you'll enjoy and want to share. Visit our website at www.howardgcigars.com. You can find a full list of our retail partners there too. Thank you for making us part of your humidor. DAV Cigars out of New York. Decades of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar.
This is Phil Morgan, General Manager of Missouri Meerschaum Corncob Pipes in Washington, Missouri. Our mission since 1869 has been to produce great smoking pipes that anyone can afford. We guarantee our pipes won't be your most expensive, but they just might be the ones you smoke the most. At Missouri Meerschaum Company, we don't just sell our corncob pipes. We grow them, make them, and smoke them. Missouri Meerschaum, Washington, Missouri, since 1869.
Loyalty, passion, courage. These are the founding principles of K by Karen Berger Cigars. The Maduro, the Habano, and the newly rated 93 by Cigar Journal Connecticut. Do yourself a favor and check out this wonderful line of cigars that come from a completely linear company from seed to your hands. Blue Smoke Atlanta is the vision of Robin Blue, founder and CEO, and represents an award-winning luxury smoking accessory line based in Atlanta and sold worldwide. Since 2019, Blue Smoke Atlanta's goal was to redefine traditional smoking accessories into a timeless collection of exquisitely handcrafted luxury products to include cigar pokers, cannabis clips, jewelry, and other awesome things. For an elevated smoking experience, visit us at www.bluesmokeatl.com.
At Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco, we specialize solely in the finest hand-rolled, craft, and boutique cigars on the market. Mountain Smoke Premium Tobacco is sure to have something that will excite you. Shop our online humidor at www.mountainsmokewv.com.
A family of 4 generations in tobacco. It started in Odense, Denmark, 141 years ago, 1882, with a factory and a retail store by Erik Peter Stokkeby. 4th Generation is a premium quality brand consisting of a selection of tin and loose tobaccos made in Denmark, pipes made of the finest quality briar, and superior accessories from leather goods, lighters, and pipe tools. The selection of 4th Generation products are available in premium pipe and cigar stores in the US and many European countries. Check out 4thGenPipeTobacco.com.
Just in case Rick just got replaced.
I need that bobblehead.
Ask any question. Ask any question.
Oh, that voice. How can I get a bobblehead? I need another bobblehead for my shelf. Oh,
everybody's going to get one on the show tonight.
Oh,
believe me.
Wow.
That's great.
Believe me, I have a lot. Because they're all from Jello Cigar.
Okay. I really want one. I'm telling you, I got a little.
Let me show you the one you guys are going to get because I can do this with it.
Nice. We don't want to know what we could do
No,
with that.
Wait,
it's the naked one.
What
This
kind of bobblehead are we talking?
We don't want a naked Rick.
We got the naked Rick Rodriguez bobblehead.
This one has CAO printed on it, but this one that you're going to receive is the Domino Ricky. But this little thing,
look at this.
Wow, look at the teeth on you.
And you look at this. And CAO is dead, and it only says.
Oh, that's great, man.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Yes.
So when I left the company, I remember my marketing guy called me and says, "Hey, bro, I'm so sad to see you go, bro. Great guy." And I said, "Hey, but I have one question. They just informed me that they're going to throw all your bobbleheads away because we don't need them anymore."
Oh no!
So well, what do you? Whoa! I want to.
Whoa!
Really? Whoa! There's over 1,000 of these things.
Oh,
like, bro!
Oh,
wow.
Bro, so I have. I swear to God,
Can we use them for swag giveaways?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Yes, I know.
Yeah! I would love that.
Look, everybody's
Make sure-
talking. Look at that. Everyone's writing
Make
about it
sure
now,
this is
man.
gone.
Everybody wants one.
Make sure this is gone. Make sure this is gone. If you want to snap every one and put it back in the box, because I was going to do a deal with Best Cigar Prices, and we're thinking, well, what promotion? I said, bro, I have these bobbleheads, and so how many? What do you? Well, I need about 500. I could do that. Well, we could do that, and I kind of, I am not going to peel out 500 of these. Call it back. Yeah, it's not the property of me, so I can't really do anything with it. It's still the property of Jello Cigars. So, where you guys got them?
Nobody will know. Nobody's
knows.
gonna know. Oh, we do have one request. Is there a vibrating bobblehead now?
No, easy.
But
That's a different
They
show.
all vibrate.
But
That's the after-hour show.
This guy, the first one went to Europe with me, and I had one because I had two and it broke one the first day. But that little guy went to Europe and China with me, and we had a blast.
Oh.
But I ended up going back to Germany for this trade show, and we did an event, and there was a group of ladies. That was giggling, and he said, "Bro, your bobblehead. Can we see it?" Whoa, take care. He's the only one. He's been in China. I've been babysitting this little guy all the way through. I mean, I was gone for 5 weeks. I was babysitting this guy, and all of a sudden they took it, and I wasn't paying attention, and they were giggling. They came back, and here it is, and they kind of handed it back. Little fucking Ricky's head was like this.
Oh.
What happened? well, we did something with him in the bathroom. He's not a virgin anymore. Like, what? What did you do? What did you do? And he handed him like, oh, clean this off. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So, no, but yes. For your question. No, but yes.
And you get a bobblehead, and you get a bobblehead, and you get a bobblehead.
Wow.
Oh, man.
It's a shame they took little Ricky's virginity like that.
Oh,
wow.
he did.
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah.
Of all places,
They'll never be the same.
In Germany, to boot.
No.
Did you have to translate? They might have had to translate there.
I don't think you got to translate with
Yeah, bro. Germany is something else. Germany is something else. But he did meet a little Chinese girl. There was a great picture. We went to the Great Wall, and there was a little stand that had a little bobblehead of a little young Japanese woman, and we put them together, and we took some pictures. And bless his heart, he was in love.
And you had to take them back.
Yeah.
And just
because I didn't want to spend the $3 for little Ricky.
Little Ricky was all right after that one. Forget about it.
Wow.
Well, yeah, definitely bobbleheads. We're in.
Okay,
we can move them. I'll send you the address again.
Okay. I love that.
We'll send you the address here too.
Now, Ricky.
But don't send the wet one.
Yeah, don't send that. We don't want any no use Bob.
Only the clean one. Only the clean one.
We Bob and I were having this discussion before during the break. He's like, so which cigar would you choose? We've had the red and we've had the white.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Bob, that's like asking a father to choose between children. Like, what's your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
I can honestly say that I like them both equally.
Yeah.
Why? Because each one has its good points.
Mm-hmm.
So not every child has only good points. Some of them a little weaker in certain areas.
Right. The run.
So not that the first cigar was weaker, that the white was weaker. It was just less complex, totally different. Like you were saying.
Exactly.
That was your and so I love the progression that you've made with your line. So
we haven't smoked the black
yet.
The rock. Because again, if I was somebody choosing the black or red or the white after a steak dinner, I'm not going to go for the white. The white is not going to be able to overcome what you just ate.
Yeah,
I think the black and the black and red would enhance your experience for that steak dinner. And so I agree with you. I could say, bro, I enjoy all three, but it's the timing that I enjoy. The
timing is important. Always.
And what you're drinking at the same time.
Exactly. So in the morning when I start my the work day, I smoke a white because I want my palate to wake up and enjoy the third, fourth cigar of the day. If you start with a full body cigar first,
where do you go from there?
You're just smoking to smoke. So I kind of graduate up. So I'll smoke the white, the black, and then finish with the red.
And that makes sense. That's a perfect.
So far, the white and the red are winners no matter what.
Before you go to bed, this is the one you go for.
This is the one. This is the one right after dinner. Right after that steak
the
dinner.
Cocktail, or the after dinner drink. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Frank.
Who are we to say, are you really going to smoke a white after your steak? Bro, if it's right cigar for you, do it.
Right.
You know what? I'm not here to judge you at all.
That's right.
Like my cigars, don't like my cigars, cut this way, like this way. Bro, whatever floats your boat, do that. That's the beauty of cigar smoking. It's about yourself and your interaction with your friends. You're not smoking for your friends. You're there to enjoy your friendships, not smoke for your friends.
The best cigar you have is the one that's in your hand.
For sure.
There you go.
Exactly. Because those are the moments. The moments you're going to remember is that. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. Oh, one other question. Josh Carver asked me to find out about McDonald's French fries. What's
Oh.
up with that with you? What's going on with
Bro,
McDonald's
we're
fries?
really dropping our pants today, huh?
That's
We're really
We're bringing the show to a whole nother level.
Hey,
Here
you
you
said
go. Here
you
you
said
go.
nothing's off the table.
Yeah, here you go. Don't mind me, but yeah. So I learned very quickly renting cars and getting penalized for smoking your vehicle was two things. I discovered one time because I did an event in Chicago, and it was late at night, and I was going back to my hotel. The only thing was open was McDonald's, and I brought some fries, a burger, ate like a bird, threw the bag in the back, and I smoked this car out, and I was very concerned that next morning, like, bro, I need to air this car out. By the time I went to the car, it smelled like McDonald's. I now convinced you can kill somebody, put them in the trunk, spread McDonald's fucking French fries, and they will walk by their car for years.
Oh my God.
Well, that's
So,
the new
the next
deodorizer.
The
Yeah.
new
So,
deodorizer. wow.
Deodorizer,
it
McDonald's
works.
fries.
So what I do now is there's two techniques I use. One, if I remember the French fries, I pull in at night, order 2 bags, and one I eat, and the one, boop, just throw it in
Stays in the car.
That's great.
The
So
other
you don't
thing,
have to
if
pay
you
any
for-
fines because you
Yeah,
smoked in
no.
the car.
Right.
Hey, it's McDonald's.
I have been caught one time, and I have, bro, yeah. So I remember one time, card smelled like an old bar, and so we got the fries. I don't have time. I'm turning. Oh, the old gas trick. So I open the back door, shake some droplets of gas in the back seat.
Oh my God!
Run the windows up. Put the heater on. Rotate that gas smell. Pull in. How's your car? Hey, bro, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, but I smell gas. They will pull this car off the production line, tear it apart to find out what is leaking.
The champion himself. Yeah, baby.
I think wait a minute. I think I see a comment from the CEO of Budget. He just
Prove it.
chimed in.
Prove it because you
Oh,
always
wait a
sign. I'll share this one story. How crazy it is sometimes. I rented a car with the president, and we're in Seafest and the Poconos, and there was a rock in front of this parking space. I didn't realize. I fucking floored this car. It was a Toyota SUV, and all of a sudden there was a huge noise. Everybody stopped. I went, oh, your bumper is just laying on the ground. Really?
Oh,
So
man.
just pick it up and throw it in the back. Thank God I got insurance. Thank God I got the insurance. So I'm pulling into Philadelphia airport, and 2 women were approaching the car. And so one was training the other one. And the one that was training the girl had an attitude. She was maybe called in, didn't want to work, and she looked at me and said, "Did you put gas in your car?" I said, "Baby girl, just time out. If you just check your tank, you'll see I filled it up." Well, you know what? Sometimes you business guys just roll in here and just walk away. Bro, what? I didn't do anything like that. So their car is filled. They only walk to the front.
Businessman
And
got
then all
you
of a
again.
sudden, they give me the okay. And so wouldn't you
There you
have
go.
that? And about the next day, I got a call from Avis. They say, "Hey, your car." Yeah, what happened? What do you mean? What happened? You need to tell us. Your fucking front bumper is in the back. Well, not when I turned it in. If you want me to see, here is my receipt. Well,
You better ask that big girl who was on duty that night.
Exactly. Your attitude girl, I think she took it for a joyride.
Oh, man.
Maybe she went from McDonald's.
Oh, God. It's a champion.
wait.
Davis is number one, right? What
Yes,
the
yes.
hell? There you
We're
go.
still renting from them. We're still renting from them.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. And there's
Wow.
another story. Oh,
Hey, what are
man.
we giving away tonight? Anything?
Let's see.
A
What do you
bobblehead.
Rick?
Bobblehead.
A
Bobblehead.
Bobbleheads. Okay.
Do you have a little sampler pack that we can send to the winner of this trivia night? That's going to be very interesting because I always come up with interesting questions.
Yep.
So do you have like a little sampler pack or something that we could send?
I'm sure we can get to something together for you. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome.
For sure.
All right.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
So it's that time, guys. It's that time to play Smoke the
Dump.
Chooch, which is brought to us by our friend here in another Tampa. Well, is it Tampa? Yeah, he's Tampa.
He is in
Yeah.
Tampa, yeah.
Yeah.
He's Tampa. Well, a little south of Tampa, but he is Tampa.
He's
And
Tampa.
it's brought to us by Mr.
Oh,
Blanco, and he's got
Dave.
the 9 Chooch. He's got the Chooch. And of course, David loves to hear the words "fuck him." So, so first, I'm going to ask some questions of you guys, and also, obviously, Rick, please feel free to answer if you know the answer.
Okay.
And then we give a question for the audience to try to figure out.
To win that bobblehead and 5-pack.
Yeah, bobblehead and 5-pack or whatever.
Wow.
Pack, whatever
Amazing,
sampler pack you have.
amazing how it grow from 3 cigars to a 5-pack.
I don't know. Ronnie makes it go. It's like,
I'm
it's
taking
like
notes,
Ronnie's
guys.
stomach.
I'm taking notes.
It's like Ronnie's stomach. It grows all the time.
We're trying to promote you, brother.
You didn't
So
get
it's
your
a
10
3-pack
cigars?
and a
You didn't
bobblehead.
get your 10 cigars? No, I got 5. Well, you should have said 10.
All right, I'll give it 3-pack, folks. Don't push it. Don't push it.
We don't know, but it's
We don't know what it is.
Okay, we don't know.
It's a surprise pack.
There you
How
go.
about we
Surprise.
call that?
Surprise
It's a
pack.
surprise.
Yeah, they get the
It's a
wet
surprise for
bobblehead.
everyone.
You might get McDonald's French fries. Who knows?
All right. So, guys, these are very important questions, and none of them have to do with McDonald's. But
Or this century.
despite, yeah. So you got to listen, though. If you don't listen, you may not get this, Kyle. You might be a chooch, and if you
I am a
answer
chooch.
wrong, it's okay. You're a chooch, like I figured you would be. So, despite holding 2 NFL Super Bowl titles, this franchise also holds the lowest winning percentage at .404.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
they were pretty
Oh, bro,
awful in the
We've been
beginning.
here from the 70s. Yeah, I know
That's
exactly my history. Yeah. You know that we have to win 10 games for 47 years to just break even.
Break even. That's right.
It's a winning organization,
Really?
that's for sure.
Wow.
Thank
But you know
God for
what?
Brady.
We're 2 for 2 in Super Bowls. 2 for 2.
That's it.
Here we go.
Just
Here's
saying.
another question.
Okay.
In 1997, Forbes wrote an article calling this franchise a financial nightmare with a debt equal to 236% of its value, the highest of any North American sports franchise.
Tampa Bay Rays.
No, don't think that. No.
That would be the Phoenix Coyotes, the NHL.
Nope. Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, Lightning.
There you go.
Lightning.
Really?
Back in '97, yes, they were quoted as being a financial nightmare.
Wow.
But they were still sold. You know, hey, you know what? The Esposito brothers originally brought that franchise to Tampa.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. And now it's just voted last year as the best franchise in the world.
Yeah.
So
think about
the ownership,
how much money
the
they've
support.
turned that around.
Yeah.
Big time. Big time.
Yeah.
All right, here's a good one.
All
On
right.
this date in history, guys, this state passed a law that would outlaw peeping Tom photos. The law came after a court rule that a man who had been taking upskirt photos of public transportation passengers had not broken the law. This law would now make it illegal to take photos of a person's intimate parts without their consent in public. What state?
Florida.
Passed
Florida.
the law?
It's got to be Florida because we're the drain of the country.
Why? Because all Florida man stories start out with some kind of bizarre behavior.
Exactly.
Is that why?
Yeah.
No.
Every Florida man starts off naked.
Massachusetts, really?
2014, yes, in 2014, they passed that law.
Wow.
Crazy,
Wow,
huh?
that's insane.
I know.
All the peeping
So
Toms ran to Florida then.
I'm taking the mirror off my
That
shoes.
was after the Kennedys left, or they're all dead. That was
Yeah.
after the Kennedys. Okay, now we can write the rule. Yeah,
That's right. I'll give you guys one more question. In 2012, this cookie celebrated its 100th birthday. What cookie
Oreos.
celebrated it? Yeah, Ronnie would
Oreos?
know that. He has a sleeve of
A
Oreos
sleeve a
every
night.
night.
Every night.
with his milk. He dumps that damn Oreo one sleeve every night. Before
It's the
bed.
best way
Hey,
to go to bed.
love
Eats
it.
them in bed.
Love it.
Eats them in bed.
See, Rick, the things that you learn here on the show. I mean, that's what we do. We
No,
try to
I'm
educate
thinking
people.
I can never get this time back. That's what I'm thinking. I can never get this time back.
Well, if you want to stay for another hour and a half, we
bro.
can try it again.
Right now, like I said, I need to go eat
All right.
dinner because I haven't. Not
All right.
dinner.
Wrap it up.
All
Wrap it
right.
up. man.
Last question. This is for the folks out there for the
Surprise
pack and bobblehead,
And
which is
about
pretty damn cool.
Well, it's part of the
But
surprise.
you know what,
Yeah.
Rick? Don't take off the don't rip off that let them do the work. Labor. It's called labor. They have to put
They gotta earn
work.
that.
They have to earn pulling the CAO
Pulling the tab off.
That's
yeah.
it.
All right. The choo-choo. All our listeners are ready. Go ahead. Give it
They're
to
all
them.
ready. Here we go. Okay.
Hey, somebody answered already.
They did already. Wow. that was
Right.
fast.
Right.
They did. Oh. Okay. Here we go, folks. Tampa boasts the world's longest what?
I don't know.
World's
I know.
longest what?
I know.
Yeah, you're not supposed to guess it though.
All right.
Unless you want to gift yourself.
He's looking to get rid of those bobbleheads. Are you kidding me?
He doesn't want to hold on to those things.
Yeah.
Kevin Penny says a bridge. He's a chooch. That's called a chooch answer. Wait, Orlando Perez, continuous sidewalk. Could that be correct? A continuous sidewalk? Could that be the correct answer, folks? Continuous sidewalk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bruce Stark just missed it. Well, Orlando lives in Miami, so he knows a lot of Florida stuff, you know?
Right.
Anyway, Rick, it's been a pleasure. We
sidewalk.
can't thank you enough. We're sorry to hold you a little bit longer than normal, but the stories were well worth it, and the audience certainly had a great time with it. So I know for sure you're definitely going to get people interested in smoking your cigar line, and we look forward to seeing you at the PCA. We will all be there. So we'll see you in person. Thank you again for giving us the red. Sorry, Bruce Bush and the rest of you, but
but soon, I think we're going to launch that in May, the first week of May.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
But thank you guys so much because again, we're a new company. We need this help to get this message out, the stories out. So what you did for West Tampa today, I will never forget. I will never forget what you guys.
We're not going
did
to
for
forget
us.
you.
Thank
You ever. I mean,
thank you for coming on.
You truly are a gem in this industry for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tell my
All
wife
right.
and daughter that the next time you see her.
All right, remember that at PCA, guys.
Yes.
I love you guys. Good night.
Good night.
Be safe,
Thank
and
you.
I'll see you guys
Thank you, Rick.
All right,
And for the
bye-bye.
rest of you guys, thank you very much for joining us tonight. And we'll see you next week right here on the Great Cigar and Pipe Show. Take care, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Tell my brothers to line them up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. This ain't my first drink, but I sure it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so beautiful. I feel its love come shining